Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you my playoff predictions for the 2015 season. So the Seattle Seahawks will start out with the NFC for this video. Usually I would, or at least the first year I did the AFC first and then the NFC, but we'll start out with the NFC this year. So in the NFC East we have the Cowboys, Redskins, Eagles, and Giants. I believe the Cowboys will win the NFC East. I do not think they will win the number one spot or home field advantage, but I do think they will win the NFC East. Going on to the NFC North, I have the Green Bay Packers taking that. I do believe that they will be either number 2 seed or number 1 seed. Moving to the NFC South, we have the Buccaneers, the Falcons, Saints, and Panthers. I'm going to take the Panthers with that one. I feel the Panthers have the best team out of that division. But the Buccaneers definitely could make a run for it, just considering they got a new quarterback, and it seems like they've revamped a bit of their team. But then again, they still have a long ways to go to make the playoffs. Moving to the NFC West, the Rams, Seahawks, 49ers, and Cardinals. I'm definitely going to be picking the Seattle Seahawks, but at the same time, the Cardinals could give the Seahawks a run for the money if Carson Palmer is indeed healthy. But if he gets hurt again, their chances will diminish as it did before. When Carson Palmer got hurt, they were undefeated, or I believe they're like 10-1. They were really, really good. They had a huge, amazing record. I think they're like 8-0. They were undefeated at one point. Then Palmer got hurt, and they only won like 3 out of their last 8 games, something along those lines. So that's what I have for the NFC division winners. Moving on to the NFC wildcard winners, I feel that the Detroit Lions will be getting the 5th wildcard spot. And the 6th wildcard spot, I think I'd have to go with the Cardinals. This one's really hard because I see that there's the Eagles still left, the Vikings. I still think there's many teams left. The Vikings have a decent team overall. Picking up Adrian Peterson was a huge advantage for their team. Excuse me, not picking up, but obviously getting the suspension upheld or lifted or whatnot and being able to play. So essentially they did pick him back up again because he obviously didn't play last year, and I feel like that was the only thing that got in their way of possibly making a playoff appearance last year. But the Detroit Lions are my 5th wild card, and my 6th would have to be, I just said it, okay, Arizona Cardinals. But at the same time, the Eagles could be definitely a team to look out for. They have a bunch of talent on that team. But then again, I feel that the Eagles will not make it, unfortunately. So moving on to the AFC. We have the AFC East teams here as follows: Buffalo Bills, New York Jets, New England Patriots, and Miami Dolphins. Once again, like years and years before, the New England Patriots will take that one. Their defense has definitely gotten worse, but I still feel they'll take that one. Moving to the AFC North, I have the Baltimore Ravens winning the AFC North, and I feel that they will win it because I think the Steelers will either be in second. I believe the Steelers will be in second place. I think it'll go essentially Ravens, Steelers, Bengals, Browns. All those teams in that division seem like they could make some kind of move and do something along those lines, but at the same time, I feel the strongest one out of that division is the Baltimore Ravens. Moving to the AFC South, there's the Tennessee Titans, Jacksonville Jaguars, Indianapolis Colts, and Houston Texans. I think the Colts will take that one. Second place being the Texans, third place being the Jags, and fourth being the Tennessee Titans. I do feel that the Colts will easily take that one. I think the Texans added some things, but they're still iffy on their quarterback situation. Moving to the AFC West now, we have the Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, and Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Denver Broncos. They've made the playoffs several years in a row, and I think they will again. So currently we have the Denver Broncos, Colts, the Ravens, and the New England Patriots. So the 2 wildcard spots. I do think that this year the Broncos, either the Broncos or the Colts will take home field advantage if I had to guess for that. So with that being said, I'm going to be picking for my wildcard spots. I do feel that the Chargers will be able to get into the playoffs this season, and I think the Dolphins as well. Now this one's very hard. Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs are both good teams, and I think the Bills will have a better season than they did last year. I think they went 7-9 last year. So I think they'll have a better season, but at the same time, their quarterback situation is iffy, just like the Philadelphia Eagles, so I think that could be their downfall. But they did pick up a good running back in LaShawn McCoy, and they also picked up You know, they have a lot of they had a good defense last year. It's hopefully it'll only get better for them, but I do feel that the Dolphins and the San Diego Chargers will get ahead of them. So those are my playoff predictions so far. For my Super Bowl predictions, I do have the Seahawks going to the Super Bowl and going up against I would have to say I honestly think that this season will be a rematch for the Super Bowl. Either the Seahawks will go up against the Patriots or the Broncos. And I think I'm going to have to go with, this one's really hard. The Patriots, Colts, and Broncos are three teams that I feel could easily make the Super Bowl, one of them. It's almost a coin toss, but obviously don't have a three-sided coin. And with that being said, the Colts have a good team, but I don't think they can get past the Patriots. I don't think they can get past that AFC Championship game yet. They still need some things fixed. They did address some needs, getting in Frank Gore and getting another wide receiver in Andre Johnson, but I still feel that they just don't have enough to get past the Broncos or even the Patriots. Well, the Broncos, I guess I could see that because they obviously beat the Broncos, but the Patriots is someone that has been a hard team to face for them. But I do have the Seahawks facing the Broncos for Super Bowl 50. And the winner of that game, I believe, will be the Seattle Seahawks, winning 31-24. So those are basically my Super Bowl predictions. I would love to know your guys' predictions on the NFC and AFC. They're probably going to be different from mine. Obviously, we all have our different opinions. I hope you guys respect my opinion. Don't say, oh, I'm wrong, and etc. You guys have your opinion, I have mine. And I feel that this right here, the lineup that I picked for the playoffs, is going to be the one that is going to be happening. So if we re-look over the playoffs and who I feel is going to be in the NFC, I'm probably going to get one team wrong. But I have the Cowboys winning the East, the Packers winning the North, the Carolina Panthers winning the South, and the Seahawks winning the West in the NFC, while the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions making the wild card spots. But then again, the Minnesota Vikings still have a chance in that division. Not really necessarily the division, but the wild card, considering getting Adrian Peterson back. NFC East, if there's one team that may or may not make the playoffs, it would be the Philadelphia Eagles. And even the Rams could make a playoff run. They're definitely a good team. This first up-and-coming game, I'm a little scared because we don't have Cam Chancellor, and Cam Chancellor just blocked me on Twitter just recently, which I thought was kind of funny because I made a tweet essentially saying, we don't see you at camp, Cam, come back, etc. Wasn't anything harsh to Cam Chancellor, but he just decided to block me. So moving to the AFC, we have once again our teams being the Patriots winning the East, the Ravens winning the North, the Indianapolis Colts winning the South, and the Denver Broncos winning the West, with San Diego Chargers making the wild card and the Pittsburgh Steelers making the wild card. Oh, never mind. Not the Pittsburgh Steelers, but the Miami Dolphins. But then again, the Steelers still have a good chance to win that wild card as well. There's a bunch of good teams this season. I think it's going to be a huge playoff race. But once again, the Seahawks will have a tough matchup here going up against in Week 1 against the Rams. The Rams are a good team, and not having one of their better defensive players on that lineup is going to be tough, but I do think they will pull out a win. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy. I want to know your Super Bowl predictions. I think I've already said that, but I just want to see what you guys are picking for the Super Bowl and what you feel will win the NFC division races and along with the AFC. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like, a comment, possibly subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.